Maybe I'll just turn it down a little bit here, actually. Also, hi. Hi. Welcome. If you missed it yesterday, a little bit of an emergency. Nothing too crazy, but it did require me to cancel my stream yesterday. So here I am today. I didn't want to miss out on this week. Or any week, honestly. So I thought I'd come back today, Thursday, the 4th of April, to try and do this again. I have a different setup, and first thing today, actually, it is going to be a shorter stream because it was... I had a long day. I had like minor surgery on my leg. Nothing too crazy. Kind of painful. And I'm a little out of energy. So, I'm going to continue the stream, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to kind of do a quick edit here of my canvas, so to speak. I noticed right now that there's actually probably something a little confusing about that. So what I'm going to do... What I decided to do was actually make the crumpled paper an overlay. And right now it's transparent because I got rid of what I had previously. So we'll try that. Get rid of that layer. Save it real quick. All right. That looks a little better, I think. Because now whatever I draw, the filter will be over everything. And it won't look exactly like I'm drawing on paper. It'll just be kind of like a theme, right? So if I do this... if I pick up my pen, I switch to black, and I go like that, right? It's in the middle, but if I zoom in, obviously the paper doesn't move, right? I'll fool around with it if I have to, because now it looks a little gray. Maybe what I can do instead is actually, like, I wonder if there's, like, a blending mode for a capture. Sound rate, alerts, camera, yeah. Video capture. Browser Doodle Day. Is there a way to... I guess not. All right, we'll have to go with it for now. I don't mind it. I kind of like it. But yeah. There we go. All right, cool. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to redo the guesses I draw, because I want to make that a little bit more polished. So I'm going to start out. Sorry. Part of not having the energy is I slept a little bit and my throat got a little groggy. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to redo the header. I say my clicker is not clicking. My damn clicker's broken, Janice. Is that a name? All right. So I'm going to do... There you go. I'm going to do a stroke. We'll get my blue. Okay, let's do web color so it's accurate. There we go. All right, and then we want a drop shadow of my orange. We're going to make it kind of spread out a little bit. Try that, then we'll futz it if we have to. So instead of the one that you see on screen now, I'm going to be editing this and dropping it into my Streamlabs here in a minute. Let me just get my microphone all fixed here. Here we go. Okay. See if I can get this right. I really like how the guest turned out. So I think I'm going to do this one, actually. So what I'll do is use the crop tool. And I will highlight this bad boy. Just a little bit. Bring it over. Okay, and then we'll get rid of the background. Okay. And where did I end up putting that? Of course, it's not immediately. All right, let's see here. There you are. Save. Yes, I do want to replace. Large file size. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go into settings here. Change image. We're gonna delete that one. That was a mistake. I meant to delete that one. Oopsie doodles. Just gonna go ahead and drop these back in here. No big deal. Ba-ba-bum. Let's see. There we go. Projects and media. Assets. No, we want the other one. Highlights. No, we don't. 1 second here, chat. Scene assets. There we go. Zip. Okay. So I will select that one. Oops. Other one. Those look nice and clear though. I will admit. I guess it's behind the other one. That's one reason. That was dumb. You dingus. Why would you do that? Me? That. Alright. So let's see how that looks now. Obviously, the screen is not... hydrate and hydrate. I do still play plan on playing Valheim. But as of right now... 1. 2. I wanted to give it a little break. Because they plan on doing Hearth and Home, the update. And I was really excited for that. So what I will do in the meantime is play something else, maybe until that comes out. But if not, yeah, like if it's going to be months or whatever, I'll just kind of... You don't really anymore? Yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing. Is it a little bit of a fad? But I think when the next expansion or the next update comes out, it'll be different. It's I don't know, it's tricky, right? Because you want to play a game if it's fun, but you don't want to limit your fun at the same time by like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna come back to it." You know, that's what I totally did. Yeah. So that's the thing, is that like I definitely want to finish my castle, and maybe I'll invite people to play it or whatever. But yeah, I totally get where you're coming from too. I knew a couple people that wanted to play it, and I bet when the next expansion comes out, that'll be when people finally actually play, like kick in and, you know, want to come play it. In the swamp. Oh shit. Yeah, the swamp is a real bitch. The trick is, what is it? Is it coal, honey? I think there's a couple other things, but you need to make you need to get brewing. Oh, the bone mass too. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, I ran away from that fight the first time because I was only doing like 30 damage or something like that, and it was not enough. If you do go back, whenever you do, invest in the highest metal mace that you can. A bludgeoning weapon, you know? 'Cause that thing, it doesn't fuck it up, but it does the most. So, like, arrows and swords don't really do all that much. Okay. I have not forgotten how to do this. It's only been a week. You forgot how to do it. What? Nothing. Alright, let's get that blue that we like. And then, let's see. Go to the Pokemon Fusion site. I'm going to hit random. Maximum of 3 times. I did it 5 times. Things just got out of hand. They broke my portal, then the sea serpent... Oh, fuck. They do run away eventually. The sea serpents do run away eventually. But yeah, the portals, you gotta build something up around it. I had one too at the what was it? The Elder, just to get there quicker. But I think I forgot to circle that one or whatever. But what I did do is I went to the... Well, I mean, you were probably there. You saw I got to the stone level of like stone and all that. So I built up a stone house, like literally just one. There's 3 in-game. What the fuck? A sea serpent was just standing there? Man, normally what would happen for me is like I would go on land and I would go back and do something else and they would go away. Actually, the other thing too is if you just keep going, they tend to just like give up. But yeah, that's weird. I wonder if it maybe like was hanging out near the shore is why it just kept trying to come at you. Oh, no. Yeah. No, I know what that's rough, dude. Wow. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can. It's okay. So it is really annoying, right? But it is possible to get back there. There is a setback, but I did that twice. I got my stuff back. So a little different. But yeah, I did put all the effort in and get all that stuff back, and I still think it's worth playing still. So if you still are interested, maybe I'll do like a follower stream or something like that with like a couple people, and we can probably like either whether it comes to like, hey, I need help getting to this point, I could help somebody out because I think at my point my castle is a little done. I have to make some of those totems because if I ever get griefed, I don't want people ruining my precious castle. But yeah, that really sucks, dude, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. If that's kind of ruined your experience of the game right now, that kind of sucks. I had like 24 hours of work to get all that. Yeah. Yeah. No, trust me, I've been there. I know what it's like to put that effort in, but no, I have not lost that much stuff. So I'm sorry, dude. This is the Valheim Victims Anonymous. It's not anonymous, but you're welcome to explain your grief here. That does suck, dude. I'm sorry. I'm real sorry. Okay, this is an interesting first one. So I hit it 3 times, and we're going to see what you can get out of this. I think the body will be really easy to get. But remember, the body is the second part of the Pokemon that I'm drawing. So that's the second part of the name. Because remember what we're doing here is 2 Pokemon come together. I'm gonna start drawing it, and then you're basically gonna try and guess it as I draw it. Oh, dude, I can imagine. Holy crap! I gotta change my Let's see if I can do it here actually. Mouse, where are you? Okay. Gotta change this. I can do it real quickly here if I do this. Sorry, just one more thing, Chad. I just want to have this up because it's been helping me a little bit. Add capture, not display capture. Browser. There we go. Camera last sub. That's what I want right there. There we go. Yeah, it sucks though, right? I think once they get to the point where they're releasing more stuff, because I think people still really do like that game and want to play it. I'm just of the mind that it has that legs that it needs to keep going. I mean, like, plenty of games aren't popular anymore that were crazy popular. Like, Sekiro was huge for, like, a while, and I wanted to play that, but now it's, like, I don't know if it's worth it to... Well, I mean, I'm not saying that. I'll definitely want to play it, and I'll definitely get pissed off, but, who knows if I continue playing it, I guess, at that point is what I'm saying. Camera frame goal. Let me just check another one here. Camera rim goal, there it is. Okay. So let's see if I can do this in a creative way. Let's do this. Oh, it's got the logo. Let's see if I can put it underneath the camera. There we go. I don't think that looks too bad. All right, we'll go with that. Boom. All right, man. Have a good night. Good luck with the test. Good seeing you, bud. Maybe we'll do, like I said, a follower stream where we can go into it and help people out. Catch people up, you know? That might be fun to do. Well, actually, it probably will be fun to do because I actually legitimately enjoy helping people out with that kind of stuff. So I will think on that. As of right now, for some reason, my overlay for chat is transparent. Streams chat settings. Background color, yes. Text settings. Opacity of 100. Oh, it's because this is... God damn it. I think I'll leave it transparent because it helps people see the image. But I didn't realize that when I was making the overlay that technically it's... Oh, I know, it shouldn't be doing that. What the fuck? All sorts of bullshit. But yeah, see you later, bud. Have a good night. Sleep well. And I'll talk to you later, bud. I'll see you. Yet another thing I have to try and fix here with the stream that I'm trying to make absolutely perfect. But of course it fights me. And the chat should be consistent and not going away. That's just another confusing part. Notification settings. Show messages permanently. Username to... Oh, ignore. Okay. Let's save it. Let's leave it for now. Otherwise, I'm going to be editing this all night, and we won't get to it. This is going to be, like I said, a shorter stream. I'm only going to be doing my 6 Pokemon, and then I'm going to be going to get other crap done, because it was, like I said, a long day. A little bit of... basically, I just helped somebody out with something yesterday on a phone call, and it was like a much longer process than I thought it would be. So, sorry about that. I just wanted to help them out because they were in a bit of a spot. But here we go. You ready? I got my blue pen. Do I have... I do not have the pen tool selected. There we go. I have the brush selected. Where is it? Doodle Day. There we go. Good. Got it. Just drop the size down a smudge. Okay. Perfect. Not quite. But almost. All right. So, where do I start here? Probably that part. And we've got... Sometimes I worry that because I want to, like, go gently into this, like, drawing and, like, hopefully people get it before it's too long. But the real fun part is it's not the first Pokemon, like the main Pokemon this is based off of, or the, like, the body, so to speak. It's the second one that's the hardest part, right? You trying to guess what I guess basically just the head would be. And with this one, it's a bit trickier because you won't be able to see the ears because they're technically tucked up underneath. I do that all the time where I give it a beak and it's just a round. I think I used it like this actually. Oh, see, now I'm trying to make it smile and it's not smiling. You gotta give it a little bit more space for the head. Let's go back here a little bit. Give it a little too almond of a head and it wants more of a... that. Okay. So I hope everybody's Wednesday is going all right. Oh, that's right. It's not Wednesday. It's Thursday. That's fine, though. Kind of liked... because basically what I was doing last night was catching up with a friend, just to put it lightly. But it was nice hearing from him again. I know it's probably something a lot of people have been doing, but not me. I'm a bit of a social recluse sometimes, um, remotely or interpersonally, even in the best of times. And yeah, I not happy to admit it. It's something I got to work on. But I get into projects and stuff, and then I just get a little too obsessed with it. So here we go. It's... I'm not sure if people are going to get this one right away, because it is a little... I should just found this bigger, because I don't have all the space I wanted. That's cloth. It's like the most forward part. There we go. This guy. There we go. Okay, and then there's the... Oops. There we go. It really does help to use your full arm when you're drawing stuff like this, especially when you're close up on the piece of paper or the whatever you're painting or drawing on. It really does help to first of all get scope of what you're drawing and not draw outside those uh, boundaries you've set up. And then it also helps to keep scope. That's the whole like backing up. Just noticed you were the audio and I was hearing the background. Oh, that's creepy, dude. What the hell have you been doing? Just leaving my stream open? That's fucking weird. No, I appreciate it, dude. But yeah, I'm doing all right. If you didn't hear all of the story, what's been happening? Yeah, yesterday I took a streaming day off because a friend needed some help. And I don't mean like, lifting boxes at their new apartment or anything like that. I mean like, a phone call was how they reached out, and I'll just leave it that way. So I wanted to help them out as much as I could because it was all I could really do at this time. So I basically stayed on the phone with them for a few hours and helped them out. So sorry, that means that I missed my stream, but here I am trying to do my best to make up for it, and I think this is a good start. Oh, look at the line on that chat. Isn't that some? Just isn't that some? Okay. These legs are all sorts of curly whirlies. Do our best here to get that line. Okay. Yeah. It was a little panicky at first, but things improved. So happy to say that it didn't end in tragedy. That's the best way to put that, but okay. Maybe what I can do is, because I'm noticing now that like the capture should maybe be in front. So Photoshop capture, let's do this. Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? Let's do, why is the camera so low? That's weird. Let's do right above that. And then that. And that. It just fucked it up, didn't it? Yep. Yep. I'm doomed for this one, I think. I'll have to rethink how I do this, but yeah. Photoshop capture. I just keep looking at this and I realize that it's probably really frustrating to people that it's like dark grayed out or something. I do like how it's full screen now, though. I really do like that. Camera rim and gold, so that is something I would like to have above it. So Doodle Day. Oh, you know what? That's not good. I'm thinking like, oh, maybe my opaque background can go uh, in front of this thing that would like eclipse it. It's like, no, that's not gonna work, bud. So camera rim goal. Let's do that. All right. At least the chat is coming through as dark as it should, because I think maybe the other person that I was talking, maybe when I was talking to Scuba, I think it was just his face or his text was white and it kind of threw me off. I have to change that. But here we go. Sorry. Once again, we're back at it. It's my perfectionism coming through again, and it's not the most productive way to do things. Let's see here. Got the belly bit. Belly bit. Belly bit. All right. These are a little less complicated. But what's been going on? Hope I didn't miss too much when I was off streaming. Not off streaming, but off streaming. There's a difference. The emphasis on the words. Hope everybody's been doing good. Actually, what I want to do is get rid of that line and then just use the shading to emphasize that. There we go. Okay. So who's that Pokemon? Yeah. All right. Get our color layers in here, and I'm just gonna color it in with this like dark blue, dark green blue. Let's go with like this, and we'll start editing that one. Definitely is more blue than green now. Try this out. A little darker. A little darker. Now it's good. I actually thank myself for doing this last time, because when I was editing my highlight reel for this, I didn't have to make up a weird background that I had composed for the last ones. We just dropped them into Photoshop in the order that I wanted. It worked out nice. Hooray for me, right? The only problem is that shading method I do actually kind of fucks with the way I drop them into the highlight reel, so I have to figure something else out. Ease of use, that's what I'm after, right? Minimal effort. What's that Deadpool said? What's the opposite? Let's come in here with the eraser in a second. Oh my god. Just fill in and don't erase too much, you idiot. There we go, yeah! Alright. What have you been up to, Son of Hippie? I saw the message that you sent out the capture card, and I appreciate it. However, I did not see a bill, so go ahead and send that. Whether you want me to just... Actually, what I could do is I guess I could just donate what you want me to give it for you, right? Not to bring in outside politics. That way you don't have to worry about... Well, I guess that way you get taxed, though. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. It's shading time. You want a lighter blue. like that. And we're going to fill this in here. Okay. Hello. I do like the face on this one, how it turned out. So yeah, maybe what I could do as like a backup thing now, in a minimum backup thing, I would like to do... maybe I could do that on the weekends, actually. I was thinking about like doing like a... Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and like keep myself accountable for that, because I mean, it's very kind of you to give it, like, to offer it in the first place. So I might as well follow up and follow through on what you asked. So not too hard on my end either. All right, there's the face. So yeah, what I plan on doing, maybe on the weekend, maybe Friday or something. Not this Friday, depending if it gets here or not. I don't think it will. But I want to do like trials to get gold stars in not Mario Golf, in Mario Kart 8, because I miss having all 3 stars. I did it, like, I think I mentioned it before, but I used to have all 3 stars in every single track, even in mirrored mode. Oh my god. But yeah, I used to have that, and I don't anymore. I had to buy it again for Swish. And my heart is empty, chat. So I will try to fulfill that by doing live stream attempts of 300cc, and, well, actually probably we'll do mirrored right away. Actually, I think 300cc is the highest, right? I've started trying to Mario Odyssey speedruns again. Oh, yeah, okay. I bet there's some crazy crap. Like, every time I think, like, oh, well, how could you possibly speedrun this game? Obviously, 3D platformers, there's always cool stuff. But there's also just, like, the technique. It's like, I'm going to go here. We're going to get this star. We're going to get that star. This, or moon. You know? So it's almost like a business plan when some people are speedrunning some of these games. And maybe I'll check that out then. Maybe. Have to make sure I can actually use the damn thing, too. I got to clean out my computer, too. It's been a while. That's something everybody should probably try doing. I mean, we're getting out of quarantine now in some areas, but we have to make sure that, like, the numbers are going down exponentially and all that, carefully and all that. But checking in on your computer, like, open that side panel up, and there's a bunch of dust in there. Get in there with, like, a plastic toothbrush so you don't conduct any an old plastic toothbrush. Gently get that dust off of, like, all the components. Make sure it's turned off, of course. Follow an online guide for how to properly clean out a computer. But yeah, if you're pulling out like carpets of dust, it's a problem, and we don't want that. We want your computers to last as long as possible. What would Linus say, right? What would Linus say? Pretty sure he'd probably scream or something. Got an internet TV show. All right. Oh, teepers. Get the teepers. And red eyes. This thing does not look happy to be alive. Oh yeah, well, sorry. They used to be used like in ancient times, right? The before times. They were used as room dust collectors. How do you say, like a air purifiers, right? But those are, you shouldn't be using those anyways. They actually just remove like helpful bacteria and all that shit. So not the best thing to have in your house, but to each their own. But yeah, no, there should not be a giant wad of dust inside your computer. That shit ain't conductive, or maybe in the worst case it is, and then, there's a short, and you're like, oh fuck, that computer that I built a year and a half ago, and the graphics card that I could get my hands on now is dead, and I can't replace that shit right now. Scalping bastards. So yeah, take care of that shit, my duders. Let's do something like this. I'll go with that. Okay. I don't need to be exact with this, but something along the style of what the artist implied would be nice. Oh, this song funk as hell. Oh, baby. All right, so let's see here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold Control, and I'm going to click this one. So I have all that selected. And now what I'll do is that trick we did before, which is to pick a color. Let's just do like medium gray here. And then we'll redo. I figured how to redo. Okay, go. And then we'll swap, and we'll go to a lighter color. And then we'll do, is this the, yeah, okay, so we'll do another layer. So now what it'll do is it won't go beyond what I'm actually drawing here, that bounding line. And I think it was overlay. Yes. Great. Okay, cool. So now all I gotta do is bring up this brush size a little bit, and let's go to town here. So, highlight here. Now let's try that. And then another one like this. Cool. Can't quite get what I'm looking for here. There we go. We'll just go with that. And we'll highlight the face a little bit. This guy does not get out of the bed happy every morning, I'll say that. All right, there we go. So what do we got here? Who are we dealing with? Does anybody know? Tell me your guess, and I will answer. I think I really do need to fix that. Maybe I'll go back to the paper in the background kind of thing, but I just like the idea that it's just a filter. Too bad there's no blending mode, as far as I'm aware. Someone is messaging me on Discord, and how dare they? How dare they? Okay, so I'll work on something else for like the overlay. But for today, we're going to go ahead and stick with this because I've been looking around too much. Around. All right, who is this? Last chance. Last chance. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. It's Ivy Sec. That's right. Everybody's favorite grass type evolution after Bulbasaur and before Venusaur. It's Ivysaur. On the body, Bulbasaur and so yeah, you got pretty close. But the distinction is he's frowning. I guess. I always see oh, so yeah, that's the thing is I had to scale this out. But we'll save that as it is. Come on now. Ivy Sec. Okay. Boom. All right. There we go. Next one. We got three pushes on the random Pokemon Fusion, and here we go. 1. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, man. I was a little wary about coming back on tonight just to doodle this up, but my God. What a payoff. What a fucking payoff. So let's drop that pen size down again, and here we go. Who could it be, everyone? Who could it be? You ever hear one of those like weird syllables when you're talking? You're like, why did I say that? And I'm willing to bet you could probably guess one of the Pokemon that's in this right off the bat. It ain't hard. And this one might actually be one of the easier ones to guess. We'll see, though. Okay. I'll emphasize the way that thumb's pointing. Here we go. So here's the giveaway. Not quite yet. That's all too long. And I gotta get the face right. Trying to come up with a way to like combine the aesthetics, because if I just make it the head of this thing with like the arms of the other thing, I don't think it's as good. I'm gonna try and embellish it a little bit. I'm gonna do the other spikes as well. So forward actually. That up right there. More spikes. We gotta get these lumps right from Geodded. I guess you can't see the eye from that one. Okay. The other side of that, I mean. So I'm gonna fix this a little bit. There we go. I think that's a little better. I keep doing this too, where I separate it, but it's like triangle, and then that. There. Perfect. What do you know? Okay. So that, I mean, that's basically it. That's the dude. Might have been a giveaway. Okay. Nice. I feel like this one's a little trickier just because of the maybe it does complement actually, because okay. I'm not gonna tell you whether you're right or wrong until you get it, but I will say you're on the right path. Just like this. Should be like this. There we go. Nope. Wrong stuff. Not quite. Son of a Hippie is closer. If you're just joining us, he guessed. Oh Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. The name, the combined name you have is right, Son of Hippie, but the combination is wrong. Just think about all the combinations there, I guess. Quite turn on. It's gonna almost like, well, I guess I could just get another eye in there for my own sake. It does feel a little empty over here. It would also help if it was even. So if I go here, go like there, just go a little bit lower and then just make it shallow. I just don't think that works. I think the head just needs to be bigger. The idea is that it's like his head is like turned just so. No, you can guess as many as you want. There's no limit on guesses. Go ahead. And the ranking points is purely bragging. So last time I guessed right. That's basically it. Maybe at some point I'll get to Nido King Dude. Yes. It's Nido Dude. But you did guess it right. So congratulations. Technically, I'll give you both a point for that one. So purely if you get it right, congratulations, you guessed it right. What I would like to do actually at some point, maybe I can get like some sort of integration in Twitch so that you like, I don't know, it'd be tricky. I'm not much of a programmer, so maybe what I can try to do one day is find a guessing API or something like that to integrate into Twitch specifically for this day, so that like I put the name in before I start drawing into like a website somewhere, and then if someone guesses it right, they get like a point or something like that, and then like there's either channel points are rewarded or something like that, right? I think that'd be pretty cool. But now we're gonna get into the flat color, which is a purple-ish. Purple-bish. Actually, we want to go a little darker because we'll use the shading to lighten that up in the front here. So let's go. Let's do this. Also, how's it going, True Wrong Stuff? Nice to meet you. Happy to have you. This is not normally a day I stream on, although depending on the game, if I have the time as well, I will stream pretty much every day of the week. But today is an exception because something came up yesterday. So I thought I'd come back and do this out because this is a special thing I started specifically because I got a drawing tablet. I had to make myself use it in a creative way. I didn't want it to let it sit and gather dust. So I came up with this idea, which is if you haven't heard of Pokemon Fusion, excuse me, Pokemon.alexonsager.net. If you just type in Pokemon Fusion website, you'll probably find it. But yeah, it basically just takes the head of one Pokemon and combines it with the body of the other, and then combines the names. And then what I do is I hit the random button a few times, and I find the one that I would like to draw. And then I start drawing it and let people guess. I used to actually just throw it on screen and then I would draw it, like because of what's on screen, like just the thing. But I think this is more fun. It's a bit more like a bit more involving for people watching, right? And then I don't want to spend too much time drawing because I want to get like 6 of these done at least. But I also want to work on my shading a little bit, so. Crazy how this hand turned out, but I can work on that in the next one. The whole idea is that these are kind of like almost like half sketches, half finished. And have a good week, though, everybody. Everybody. Hoping that tomorrow isn't too long. We have been cutting our day short at work because there's a little less work to do, but I'm not complaining too much. I'm doing all right, so I don't mind going home just a little bit early so I can take a good old nap. Probably do naps too much, but who cares? Well, I do, actually, so never mind. I think this is one time when being left-handed would actually be nice, but I just can't force myself to become ambidextrous when it comes to drawing. The other thing, too, is like the pen head on this is so wide. It's nothing new with drawing pens, but it also kind of hurts because this thing is so heavy comparatively to like a a tab of paper or whatever. But you have to basically be like this, and then maybe not talking directly into the microphone. Hopefully, it picks up. But yeah. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's get rid of the doodle layer. I'm gonna go back in here. Let's do this. Anything else we missed? I got a tangent there, but I'll fix it. Like I was gonna say, but I care too much, so we'll go ahead and fix that real quick. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're gonna try and do a quick shading layer here. Oh, the mouth. Almost forgot the mouth. We just want like a red. Let's do a little bit less of a crazy red here. Let's try over here. Try that out. That looks good. I have to ask too, is the music coming through all right? Because sometimes when I'm listening back on VODs, when I throw them on YouTube, okay, good. Because there are times when I'm like hearing it in my head, I'm like I can hear it, but like I can't quite distinctify it. That's a word. I'm not gonna pretend that it is, but I'll pretend that it is. There, I think is probably the good one. And then let's see here. So we've got like a general. Oh shit. Was that not doing anything? Let's try a little brighter. There we go. Okay, we'll go with that. Oh, I just didn't switch. That's what's wrong. We'll go with that, maybe like that. Cool. And then we gotta select the outline here, so I'm gonna go outside it for when I post on TikTok / YouTube, whatever. If you're not following me on TikTok, don't worry about it. But if you would like to, it's Snorkulese on TikTok, so go ahead and find me there. I'm trying to post some of my quicker. Uploads there, so like shorter stuff. I did a quick edit of me and my friends playing Sven Co-op. I think it turned out pretty good. It's my first like major edit that I've done for any of my content, so it was fun to try that out. Figured out here because I'm kind of flailing with my gestures. This out here. That looks a little wonky, doesn't it? I'm not happy with how that turned out, so I'm just going to do highlights. I'm not going to go off of what the actual thing is. I think I can do a little bit better and quicker job here. Yeah, let's go with that, I think. Just get a little there, a little here. Something like that. like that technique, but it did not turn out right. There we go. His biceps highlighted. You know, he's been working on them. Being crushed underneath the crust of the earth for thousands of years to develop these fucking ripped ass, shredded biceps. Yeah, we'll leave that. All right, I think it looks pretty good. Give him the backlit. Just a little bit of that. Yeah. All right, that's good. All right. There's our boy. That'll be Neato. I like the idea that it's Neato, as in like he's neat. Neato, dude. All right. Next up is, let's see here. All right, we're gonna press it 3 times. If not, we'll stop on what we like. Tempting. There we go. So we're down to 2. The last one was the first click. So, anything with one of these Pokemon's face on it, I get really excited because it's just fun. God damn it. This game, well, I guess it's technically a game I'm playing with you guys, but this game's great. I love playing this shit. So good. All right. So if that isn't too hard to guess what our first Pokemon is, you have literally a 50-50, because this is only Gen 1, by the way. Start will be a little deceiving on this one, I think. Like, oh, this is a combination. What are you talking about? Oh, don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. All right, so this is where it shifts. To get this right, because there's a structure to it. Like this. His fucking smile on this guy. Yet another reason why I couldn't do stand-up. One, dealing with the crushing failure on a regular basis. I don't know that I could do it. But another thing is that I laugh at my jokes too much. And like just looking at these, yeah, those eyes for sure. That's the whole point. I want to try and get like a better expression out of it. I want to get like a, there we go. There, actually the uneven eyes is even better. But I gotta get these teeth to line up properly. There we go. So remember, this is only Gen 1. Who do you know in Gen 1 who has these teethers? That's pretty much it, by the way. Get in there and doodle that boy up. Give him a little. There we go. Teeth in there. I don't see any guesses. This is gonna be the hardest part. I probably should have done this first, but now that I have the twofer, quite. Not quite. Nope. Go the other way. Yeah, I think that's good actually. We'll go with that. Demon Ball. No. No, that is not it. I wonder what else it could be. Based on what I said. Or how I responded, I should say. Oh my god. The first thing I should be zoomed in here. Oh, what a fun game I play by myself. King Orb is correct. It is Kingler and Voltorb. It would have been an easier guess if, I mean, it's literally a 50-50 for the most part. Unless you didn't know Kingler and Krabby's faces all that well. But yes, it's King Orb. Kind of looks like a fucked up, like, Simpsons, like, if there wasn't the three-eyed fish, it'd be this or something, you know? Like some sort of, like Gremlins character. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Once we get down to this, like, you'll see which ones I react to the most and start laughing, and you'll be like, oh, last time you laughed pretty hard at Kingler. Or, yeah, Kingler. So, that's my poker hand. All right, let's get the yellow, which is the bottom here, because it does use the palette from the first Pokemon to overwrite the palette, color palette of the other one. Yeah, that he's just got that like kind of face going on. His like his under eyes are like squished up. So good. All right, let's get that first big. Fill that boy in. Empty that out later. I should be using red so it's a bit more obvious. I'm gonna do that actually. I don't wanna. Well, it's not orange. It's not red. It's like a deep orange. Okay. I'll use that. And then we'll just fill it in later. Be more obvious where the non-overlapped areas are. Oh, really close in there. Real close in there. Anybody got anything planned for the weekend? I got a whole lot of not a lot. But I am excited to try out that I might do it with another racing game I've been wanting to play. I tried it out on stream actually a couple days ago with my buddy Dr. Hot Dogs. Go follow him if you haven't. But there's a game that came out in a Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle Choice, to be exact, actually. And it's Hot Shots Racing, I believe it's called. It's a very arcadey. It has like a Sega arcade. It's nice, yeah. But if you haven't played a game like that in a while, it's a good breath of fresh air. It's like a fresh HD version of like a super polygonal character game like Virtua Fighter, like that kind of style. Pretty good. And if you missed out on the Humble Bundle version, I think it's like literally like $15. It's a good time though. It's not even 1 o'clock yet. Damn. I'll make this a little darker too, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get into the habit of making this shading friendly. God damn it. Okay. I guess that's another question too, because I haven't really been keeping up on new releases and like announcements for games and stuff. So it's a little tricky for me to be excited about stuff. But like, obviously, I'd be interested to see if there's like more major updates for Cyberpunk to see if it gets like replayable. Because honestly, as of right now, I don't think it really is. I was considering going back and playing all 3 like starting modes. I just don't see any use in it. I think I did get $60 worth out of it, so I don't regret buying it at all. But I definitely was underwhelmed. And I know I mentioned that when I was playing it too, but having finished it off of stream, I just wish there was more to it than just like GTA with a cyberpunk theme, because that's basically what it turned into. So, what are you gonna do? Someone will come along in a couple years with their own version, and it'll be a million times better. There's an update a few days ago that I think should fix nearly everything. All right, well, I'll take a look. Because unfortunately, one of the things that I find annoying about it wasn't really necessarily any graphical glitches or anything. I just didn't really connect with many of the characters. Jackie was fun. I don't think he was super endearing. But, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't explore enough and, like, hit all the possible side missions or some bullshit or something like that. Because there was a point where I just decided that, like, I'm just going to get through this and then we'll, I don't know, play something else and enjoy that. Because I didn't want to feel sour. I wanted to experience it because I thought I don't owe anything to CD Projekt Red. I definitely don't after what's been coming out about, like, the enforced crunch and not the, like, optional and, like, short-term crunch that they had. Of course, no surprise there. Your games are made by people, everybody. I was one of those people for a little while, and luckily I was part of a studio that was actually pretty nice to its employees. I was considered very lucky. Or I considered myself very lucky. So, just remember that. I don't know who's listening when it comes to that kind of thing, but it is pretty important to remember that, because a lot of people just get all in their head, like, I can't wait till that game comes out, and I can't wait till I get to play this game. But there's a lot of fucking effort that goes into that shit. So that's the other thing too. That's why I'm willing to give it like another shot, because I didn't want to just assume that I had my fill of it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Doesn't look right. I'm trying to think like how it would be shaded if it was lit. Like this. We're borderline Simpsons territory now with these drawings and some of them. Ugh, just can't get the oh my god. There's just like a flick of the wrist that makes it look better. It's not hitting that tonight. There we go. We'll go with that. I think this is a little too much. Go back and redo this line here. Something like that. A nice soft one. That, ooh, that's better, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. Come here, hit the teethers. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. That's good enough. Is it good enough? Of course not. All right. There's our angry boy. This is King Orb, yes. All right, is that number 4 already? Or is that only 3? That's only 3. Okay. Don't get too excited. Oh god, what the hell happened? Did I just rename the folder where it was drawn in? Yes, I did. King Orb. Oh my god. This drawing tablet has like it's deceptively small, because like the pixels are small, but there's not a lot of pixels, so like it's hard to read as like a really weird distortion that comes onto the text. King Orb. I've thought of upgrading it to like a Cintiq or something like that's a bit bigger, but I don't think it's worth it right now, especially with how much they cost. They're like $800. And I would resell this one that I have because it's still worth it. Like, it's still a good tablet for drawing, especially if you only need to sketch stuff out. Bigger stuff too would work out, but I just need more space, I guess. It's probably the easy way to say it, right? Excuse me. Okay. Next up, we got. So we're gonna hit the button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That. I think this would be more of the shock value of seeing it in the highlight reel than the actual seeing it now. But it's still pretty crazy, I think. Blue. Oops. Go. Got that. Body. It should be almost immediately obvious now who it is. For one of them at least. Everybody's Gangaro slash Mrs. Mime. That's not true. But a little hasty there. Maybe I can try fucking with the face on this one. I get a little creative with these ones because I think it's funny with these crossovers. Like a monster face, and then I'm gonna do like a blushing face, like you think she's cute, and you're just like staring at her because you're like, what the fuck? No offense, Jinx. You're a beautiful lady, I think. Yeah. Who is that other Pokemon, I wonder? That's not right. I'll do like little blush lines or something. I'll try to get the face right in the actual drawing, but yeah. Something like that. I don't know what the hell's up with this. Like, is this her skin? Like the dress, basically? I never understood that. Is she actually wearing like a fabric dress that she found somewhere? Here we go. Get the horn in first. And let's get the eyes right here. This is paying off. That's some good shit. It's already paying off. All right. I'm gonna actually do the hand first. So I'm trying to think of like a blushing hand, like what would that look like? But I think the hand that they supplying is actually just. Kind of doing this in a janky way, but I think it turns out all right. That's behind the hair, so now we can draw this section. I think I need to do this more, where I like take a little bit more like liberty with some of the design, because literally the way the head is drawn for the actual Pokemon in this one, it's like off to the side and its mouth is open. But I think this just looks better. Like it's a better stylistic choice, I think. and I think it'll pay off here in a minute when I finish screwing around, laughing at this, because this is again another example of just like my creation is making myself laugh. That. Another game too I thought about playing, even though like I don't know that I want to get into another like giant progression system right now, is Subnautica. I played that. Right now, sorry, I watched like 2 people play that game like all the way through, so I know most of it, and I don't think that would necessarily make me enjoy it less, but like the discovery element, it is a bit gone, and that kind of sucks a little bit, but it is randomly generated, so maybe there might be something there. I think it's free. Well, it's included in Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, so not affiliated. Xbox, if you want to throw some money at me, I will tell people to buy Xbox Game Pass because it's a fucking good ass deal. We'll hawk that where. Maybe not everything you sell, but oh, there goes that deal. Never mind. Sorry, chat. Guess I won't be a full-time streamer after all. I don't know how to be a deal hawker. Really? Well, okay, so yeah. So here's the... If you're like me, you have a fear of big open water. I'm guessing you do. Because, fuck, man. I was a kid, and I was, like, in Canada on the coast where, like, nothing lives. Like, it's all cold water. There's no, like, giant... fucking monster things coming out of the water, like sharks or anything like that. But I was visiting there. I don't want to say that's a redundant sentence, but I get what you mean. Yeah, it is a pretty creepy game for like the wonder that you also feel in it. But what I think would be fun for that game would be you have to pick like one point in the map, and you can only build your base there. And it's relatively like even in terms of like where the map is built from, so that you don't like go up out of water if you don't want to, or go too deep if you can't handle that, because there is like a depth system. But I think it'd be really cool that like you could only go so far, and you have to make your base survive. Like there's a deterioration system. Maybe enemies come at it and do like they break stuff, and then you have to recover as quickly as you can, or something like that, where you just like literally maintain a base. I think that'd be pretty cool. But the game itself has a pretty cool story mode in it too, so don't sleep on it. Get this drawing done here because it's so fucking good. Okay. I fucking love this. It's so good. All right, let's get that color going. What color do we want to start with? This will do like these. Yeah, this is weird. I'm actually probably gonna take a little bit of. I think we'll go with like the regular Jinx palette, except for the skin, like her face and hands or whatever. So I'm gonna go with the red for the dress, which is probably more purple. Go with the right there. Almost magenta. Get out of here. There we go. Bring up the pen size, and we'll zoom in a little bit. But yeah, that game has some real creep factor to it too. I will admit, there have been plenty of people I've watched. Something jumps out from behind like a rock, or like I think there's like teleporting enemies at one point because you're on an alien planet, right? And then there's like obviously giant stretches of open water, and it scares the crap out of you. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Like a Subnautica tower defense, or just like yeah. I mean, basically that's what it would be for the most part. Like that's the super short elevator pitch or whatever you want to call it, right? Did I ever post these? I don't think I did. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I'm out of practice. Not that I don't think Reddit is my most popular place to see, people interacting with me or whatever. All right, man. Thanks for hanging out again, True Stuff. If you like, follow. I do this every Wednesday. Last Wednesday, or this Wednesday, I should say, was a bit of an exception, but I try to do this every Wednesday. So far, so good. But yeah, happy to see you again. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Have a good pet sit. Thank you so much for following. Have a good night. Sleep well. And I hope that pet is real nice to you and gives you all the attention and fulfillment in your heart that a pet sit is good for. Maybe I should try that one time before going away. I guess it's a little trickier now, but man, I know some people who have great dogs, and I would love to spend like a whole day with them, just hang out. Oh my god! Now you like hang out with your dog. That's gonna be my line, right? Because I don't have the space to handle a dog or the time really right now. So I kind of fantasize about like taking other people's dogs for walks and stuff. The pet store I go to, and one of the people who work there brings her dog in, and it is super nice dog. And it's gotten, I don't want to say pre-attached to me, but like she knows me, and like if I walk in, she's like, "Oh, is that you?" And she's like, runs over. Good times. I actually miss having dogs. Maybe one day I will have doggo. Maybe. All right, let's get that hair. Yep. We'll go with like a darker tone so we can shade it. Right about there. It's too yellow. I want more of a tan. It's khaki. If you ask me, Jinx's hair is khaki. It was once delegated to a pant color or style. It can also be used to color the hair of potentially one of the more, well, I guess it's still kind of like offensive adjacent Pokemon. The original Jinx was like, whoa, yeah, that's a no-go. Gotta get my hand in the right position. Here, let's try this. There we go. Like I said, this tablet is nice in some ways, but ultimately I think I'll upgrade it at some point. Maybe next Black Friday I'll be like, oh, show me your wares, Wacom. 30% off. Tempting. You could also look out for people upgrading and maybe nab a cheap one. Yeah, I got this one, I like it, but I just don't want it anymore, or some bullshit like that. I'm just like, oh, I'll give you 50% off. Yep. That's a buy. Okay. Let me get that little outside the line I did there. Okay. Get that. Oh, let's take the same yellow. Okay. Almost done with her boob plate. No? I'll just fill that in with the other colors. Is it yellow anywhere else? I don't think so. No. And we need, we need that red again. Yes, basically. Make it easy on myself. shading it later. And then we need white for the eyes. Oh shit, I did this again. I wanted to go gray so that I can shade it. I don't know why I'm not zooming in for this. Little trick for you. Zoom in. Don't forget I told you that. Alright? Sorry about it. Most people forget about it. Oh, and looks like the skin tone we have to get right, which is the gray. I'll do now. Outline the eyeball. There we go. Look at that. That looks a little better. Yeah, I think I'll try doing this a bit more where I take a bit more creative license with like the design. I did that with the crab orb. King orb, I'm sorry. And I'll continue to do so with stuff like this where I just can't stop laughing at the idea. I mean, I guess it's not the funniest thing in the world, but like it's a cute idea, right? Where a monster creature is combined with a lady face creature. She's blushing. Oh my. Hello, gentlemen. Terribly sorry about him, but you are a horrendous creature. If you excuse me, I'm going to vomit. Understandable, sir. I appreciate your candor. Your honesty is admirable. You see, I'm terribly depressed. Okay, then. Tangenting from that conversation. Oh, my tail is getting really warm. I think I don't know if there's any fans in this, but like there's a part at the top where it's like really warm in one spot. Must be like a component back there that I don't know the name of, but something back there is warming up. Filled in here. Just get a fill in the arm with the white glove stuff or the sleeves. Do a little light gray here. Got this hand. We still haven't guessed it, by the way. Whoever's watching, we haven't had a guess yet. I'm still listening. Feel free to guess. It might be a tricky one to figure out how it's spelt too, because it's not like on a syllable for both of them necessarily. I guess it actually is, because one of them only has one syllable in its name. Is that everything? I think so. Cool. It's shading time. Overlay, and then we'll go start with this. I guess we can just use that one. Oh, we gotta do the cutesy marks. Let's do this one. Not quite. Space them out a bit more. There we go. All right. I'm screwing around. Let's get that art done. Okay. Overlay, right? Yep, good. really don't like how that turned out. Try that again. Paint the horn I didn't paint properly. Oh, for fuck's sake. Control Z, you gotta get your shit together. A little too bright. Drop it down a bit here. That one. That's better. I have the keepers a little bit. I'll switch back to, was it this one? Screw it, we'll leave it. There. All right. I'll throw a little bit of shading in here too, just to get this nice and evened out. Go with this. Uh-oh. Look, I disconnected. Hard drive. Okay. Welcome back, friend. Okay. Go. That's great. That's our turn. Okay. We'll just go with that. I'm getting a little lost here. I'm not talking all that much. I'm sorry, Chad. But yeah, here we go. You got it. Yeah, that's it. You got it. It's Rinks. I actually like how that looks in the backdrop there. Kind of looks like a stylistic, like website background or something, right? Claustroful, you son of a bitch. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Really appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, you're just in time for Rinks. Time cat. Oh, I did it wrong. Okay, there we go. Forgot the snipping tool for Windows for a second there. And I did disable the notification sound for that. So there we go. So I took some liberties with the color scheme, but I think it looks better. I think overall it just looks better, right? Thank you again, Clusterful, for the follow or the subscription as well. You only get one Prime subscription a month, and it means a lot that you dropped it here. It's interesting too, right? I could be like, oh, just thanks for the Prime, whatever, right? But I mean, you only get to use it once, so per month. So thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. But yes, the correct answer was Rinks. You got it. Rhyhorn, or Rhydon. So technically, you got it a little wrong because Rhyhorn Not the same. But it is Rhydon. So I'll give you a half point because I'm generous. And praise be, right? All right. So we got two more. Two more. So here we go. Boom. 3 buttons. 3 button pushes. It's 3, not 2. And we'll see what we get. 1. Oh my god. Yet again, it works out. Welcome to Snorkulese Draws, where the game is made up, the Pokemon are made up, and the points are not that important. Like I said, I would like actually to create like a guessing API or something like that. I think that'd be cool. But it's not anything I have in the plans right now. And maybe there's someone out there who can help me with that, but we'll see. All right, so next one up. Here we go. Get that pen going. Boom. Okay. Gotta say, I'm not disappointed with the soundtrack this episode. I'll say that. Normally, I'm like, let's get a little bit picky here, but so far, I think we're doing all right. That's a little too big. Good. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because this one's obviously a little bit more simple. Somebody's sending me messages. This time of night, 1:30 in the morning. I think I'll go with that as like the shape of the hands. A little tricky because like I think these are the, like I said, I think these are like the ruby and sapphire. The word is escaping me. Why is it escaping me? Right, let me get. I just realized this was probably a problem for you people not being able to see it. But maybe I should just swap it over to the other side, huh? Who knows? I'll work on it. But I just now realized that there's probably a little bit of challenge seeing the image as I'm drawing it on that side, so I apologize, chat. But the sprites is the word I was looking for. The word sprite. For the Pokemon in this one are, I believe, from I think Gen 3. No, they're from like the first DS version, I think. So who's that first Pokemon, I wonder? God damn it, Control Z. Stop. So remember to cut this off because we don't want that to be in there. That's fine. Alright. Nope, we want the paintbrush, thank you. That's pretty much it. So this is now we're getting into the second Pokemon. This is going to get really weird. I promise, chat. It's going to get real weird. I'm gonna go in with all the flaws that are presented to me. And it's gonna be a little rough, I think. So get ready for this shit. Depending on how well you know your evolutions. Might not be immediately apparent. But that's it. That's it. Who are these two Pokemon? Who are these fucking Pokemon? I'll start with the body, actually. I know. knew someone was gonna say that, and I'm not disappointed that it's you. You're always the one that's like, "Oh, this is going great. Oh, this isn't going so great, is it? Oh no!" And then like, for fuck's sake, just go off what I have here. So I'm sure one of them is pretty easy to guess. God damn it. There we go. Quick here. So I got a little bit of a response from somebody. I was waiting to hear back from that phone call I was talking about, and it turns out they're doing better, so I'm happy for it. Yes, this one is going to be one of the trickier ones. No, it is not Spider-Man. Now you were going to guess that. It is not Spider-Man. But who do we know that has eyes like this that are empty and maybe dead on the inside? Who do we know? I don't want to fuck around a little bit with this one. I'm going to imply that it's like goggles, but there we go. That's basically it. What the fuck? When did that happen? Or how did that happen? Sorry. There we go. Wow. Wow. Shots fired. Arguably, shots were fired at a previous date. If the drama that I'm involving myself in now with relationship shots can be believed. I do believe. All right, so a little bit darker color than one of them is used to having. Like a burnt red. We'll go with this side, actually, a little more. Yeah, we'll go with that. Up. Place your bets. Who's that Pokemon? Place your bets. Okay, well. I don't know what the hell that was about then. All I literally did was just... Oh, you know what I did? Because I was typing emojis, and I know the shorthands for, like, the ASCII emojis, like alt and number entry. So I literally have my scenes set to alt command. So maybe one day I'll get a new keyboard, too. Actually, that's one thing I could look into is, like, a cheap Stream Deck. Like a... Even if it's just, like, a... I don't know if it'll work as just like a numpad, but, like, there are Stream Decks that are recognized as individual, like, buttons or whatever. But it would also be nice to get just like another wire, like because I'm basically fully invested in like Logitech at this point, and I don't regret it. I did regret it when I had Razer. I'm not quite a big fan of their stuff. It works when it works, right? But I feel like their stuff deteriorates a little bit quicker. Whereas with Logitech, I find that their stuff is much more longer lasting. Personally, I had a Razer Black Mamba wireless mouse, and that thing lost its ability to play wirelessly within like a year. A little disappointed, so to speak. But now I have a Logitech G305, and it's been doing me good. Pretty big fan of it. There's another version of the Pro or whatever where you can get like lighting on it, and I do not care about lighting on a mouse, so I will save myself the battery power and use that bad boy. Alright, oh, get out of here. I have a little swatch window open. Alright. So you can probably guess one of these. I'm surprised you haven't yet, unless you're just waiting to see more information on the other one. I'm going to spoil this for you. This is all that is involved with the other Pokemon, is these goggles. And basically that. Who the fuck is that Pokemon? You missed it. I did it earlier. Oh, no. Kabuto, no, but one of those is right. Guess which one? Try it out, Chad. Try it out. Let's get that tail fire going. Just quick. It's more orange than burnt sienna, whatever you want to call this color. Unless you're doing like really sketchy. That came out wrong. You're doing like really like obvious like sketch fire instead of like aesthetic fire. It's a little harder, right? We'll go with that. I think it looks fine. I spent too much time on the fire, I'll regret it. And I spent some more time on the fire. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. We want I guess like a peachy red. An interesting one. Make sure it's a little darker too. Something like a little bit more faded but darker. Like in between maybe. Too much. There we go. Not crazy about this color, honestly, but I think I'll just go with it for now. A little bit of an eye cringer. But which Pokemon's color palette uses this, I wonder? Is this going to be the first Stumper? It is not Tangela. That's another good guess, though. There's no iris. There's no pupils in this one, I will say. That's another hint I can give you. Right. Overlay. And we want the mid-gray. Making him look like he's like extruded from plastic, but he's not. It's a grass type. I'll give you that. I will help you with that detail. That's pretty much it. I don't know if I can burn any more time on this one. I guess I could, but inside there maybe like that. That looks better. That goes with the theme a bit better. So I'm embellishing some of this just a little bit, but damn, I just like the highlights better. I try to like do this thing where I like hit too much with like the highlights, but I think it's better if it's just kind of like just like a quick little thing instead of like a full filled color. I like that. You got it. So, what is the name? What is the name? Oh, sorry, stretch. Okay. So technically you got it as I finished it. Paramander is... How does that look different? But yeah, you got it. You got it. Paramander. I'll try shrinking down the chat window so you can see it a bit better. I guess I could try drawing it a bit more in the middle of the screen too, but whatever. Where's my mouse? God damn it. There we go. Paramander. Paramander. Okay. And last one for the night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. So here we go. One more. 3 presses on the bouton. We'll see what we get here. Ready? That's going to be fun. Okay. I'm going to have a little more fun with this one. One click turned out to work out again. So this time I'm going to draw more in the middle so you guys can actually see what the fuck is going on. So I apologize for that. Should have looked up more often. Hey, Michael. Oh, welcome back, actually. I remember you. Michael the Furry Cat. Welcome back. So this week, or actually it's been a couple weeks now, what I've been doing is I go to Pokemon Fusion again, and it's the same theme, except I do not tell you what it is beforehand. So what I used to do is I hit random, find one that I liked, copy and paste it into Photoshop, and then just redraw it as like a finished design, so to speak. But what I'm doing now is I take both of those designs, and I'm the only one looking at it, and then I just draw it. And I'll draw like the sketch version first, and then I'll go into detail mode with like the outlines and stuff like that, and then you guys basically just try to guess what it is. No real ranking system yet, at least not in the works as of yet, but maybe in the future. But here we go. Size down. Okay. So, kind of like a rounder face like that. Body's a little rounder too. But how you been? Good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Don't know if it's early or late for you. Definitely late / technically early for my lifestyle, which is working second shift. That means I'm up super late. We're going to take some liberties here, too, with the combination of these two. This is actually going to look like... What are those, like... I think they were from, like, the late 90s, early 2000s, where it's, like, the teddy bears that are, like, harlequins and stuff, and they, like... They have, like, weird patterns and stuff, and they're, like... I don't know why, but I always assumed they were part of the Insane Clown Posse as well. Because I typically saw, like, if somebody was driving around with their car, they had Insane Clown Posse, and then they had these, like, Beanie Babies or whatever. They're not Beanie Babies. They were obviously, like, a parody on them at the time. But, yeah, looking back, and I'm just like, well, it's just obviously something that people had that coincided with the other, which was... not my thing. Most assuredly not my thing. Meaning this whole finished design is going to have that kind of look to it, I guess. That's what I mean. Oh, you know what I would like to play, actually, is the Doom DLC. If it's all out, I would like to play that at some point. So maybe I can do that over the weekend. We'll see, chat. Don't get too excited. This. Go. This one might be a little bit easier now that some of the details are coming in. But yeah. Who dem Pokemans? I think what we'll do is we'll get that away now. What I'm going to try and do here quick is... Actually, I'll do that with the final layer. Yeah, what is that, huh? Very funny. Very funny. All right, class. Let's get back into work mode here. Enough goofing around. I would hate being a teacher, especially now. Like I would have so little patience for people fucking around. Especially where I would like to teach too, because like holy shit, if I had to teach in one of the high schools I grew up in, I wouldn't be a teacher for very long. It's kind of fun because this one's like combining like an evolution and like a pre-evolution again, and it creates like a very specific like head and body difference that I think is kind of fun. I forgot. Crucial. I think. Something like that. This kind of feels like a knockoff. Like you would find this in like some sort of like Chinese knockoff like hero based game or whatever. You know that there was one that I found recently that someone had posted in one of the other Discords I'm a part of, but it's like literally just like model rips from like Nintendo games, and they give them like human voiceovers, and they're just like unintelligible. It's like back in the day when like English.com was a thing, or like it's not exactly the most culturally sensitive thing to do anymore, but like they would just like highlight the improper translations of English from Asian or like whatever like products or something you would buy, or if you were like in another country, you would just point it out like, haha, they don't speak English, right? And it's like, well, you don't speak their language. No guesses yet? No guesses yet. All right. Guess we'll have to wait until we get this final detail in here. I'll give you one little hint, which is it had a starring role in the Pikachu, Detective Pikachu movie. You got it. Way to go, bud. It is Joltbone. And I want to have a little bit more fun with this one. That's right. That, yeah. It is going to bother me what those... Yeah, the base was the tricky part, right? The head was right. But I feel like the bone was kind of a giveaway. The bone. Give it away. What? Yeah, it's late. Anyway. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to do like an electric effect around it, like the bone like arcs to its body or something like that. I think that'll be really cool. But yeah, here we go. Let's get that color going. And I actually really like how the color scheme came out in this one, because it like, you look at the color scheme of Jolteon and Cubone, and you're like, where did this gray come from? But it actually looks pretty cool when you consider the outcome. So we'll go ahead and do this. Boom. I'll just fill that up. Oops. don't like that I didn't finish that lineup, so we'll go ahead and hit D. I'm going to undo this. I think it looks like shit. There. Perfect, chat. Now I'm happy again. Okay. I actually really like, this is just like a really small like aesthetic thing I like about Pokemon, but like when they draw arms and like for like little appendages for some of the smaller Pokemon, they don't even bother like giving it a full hand. They just have like a little nub with like 2 little indents on it, and this implies like the fingers, and this is like the thumb. I just really like that. I'm also still really surprised that Nintendo did, like, they went for like the Super Nintendo Land, or I think is what they call it, basically. I would be really disappointed if at some point in the life of, well, I should probably use it white at this point, but, or yellow, I'm sorry, but I'd be really disappointed if they didn't make, like, I mean, I know it's for kids, so it'd be really embarrassing if I go, but I probably would go anyways. Like the idea being that like I'd be reliving my childhood, but like a Pokemon area where you literally walk in and it's like Galaxy of something for Star Wars or whatever the fuck. But so it's like that. But you literally start with just like a Pokeball and you're walking around interacting with stuff in the park with it. So it's like having your wand at Hogwarts, or the Harry Potter experience, whatever the fuck they call that too. I don't know what the hell that's called. Harry Potter Land. Potterland. I think that'd be really cool. It makes me, I mean, I'm not going to have kids to go to this, but like, I think I'd be less embarrassed to enjoy it if I went with a bunch of friends who were like mature adults who just were enjoying the experience, rather than just like people running and elbowing kids in the face to get first in line to grab stuff, like fucking Pokemon cards or whatever that happened recently. God damn it, that's so embarrassing. Not that I was a part of it or anything like that, but just like, god damn it, guys. Let's fucking grow up. I know you have expendable income where they don't, but for Christ's sake. Let them dream for a while. So, a fun little bit of lore we can do for this, actually, is instead of Cubone having the, just like, well, I mean, I guess it's technically the bone of its mom, of the head and the whatever bone that would be, but like, this is like a bone from like the Jolteon parent or whatever. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Right back. Put this in. This is where it gets its like source of power. So it canonically doesn't have its own electrical source. It uses the bone. Teehee. Use the bone. I got the bone. Soft piano chords. What's this garbage? Not on my stream. Alright, let's fill in this now. So this should just be white. I'm going to give it a little bit of a tint, though. In terms of gray, so I can shade it a little bit. Damn it.
JMKM, oh yeah, that's him.
God. Okay, let's get it back in order here. Christ on a crutch. Right, so this is our last one for this night. tonight, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. Gotta do adult bullshit. I get done with this. Gotta feed my fishies. I gotta take more pictures actually of my aquarium update for my intermission screen. Because I've been using the same ones for like a month and a half. And not that there's not... I mean, I'm not a great photography. I'm not a great photography. The avatar photography. But I try to do something that actually gives you like a clue as to what the fuck they look like. Because I only have so much patience when it comes to taking pictures of fish. Because, oh my god, is it fucking frustrating.
JMKM, oh yeah, that's him.
But yeah, I'm going to get some more pictures of them. I have some new ones, of course. I couldn't resist. I had some space, so I filled that space with the emptiness in my heart with guppies. They look great, though, I have to admit. They're from a local breeder. I like how this looks so far. Doesn't that look great? The gray with the yellow head. Doesn't that look cool? So here we go. We're going to go ahead and do the shading. Bright. Go a little darker. That's just color, not overlaid. There we go. There we go. Oops. Go. Okay. That sorted out. And we'll do a little highlight here. Oops. Actually, what I should be doing is this. There we go. Don't go outside the lines. Can't go outside the lines, chat. Heaven forbid. Put that up just a smidge. I'm gonna try and get like a great spot there. I think that's pretty good. Make that a little big. Get this right. Not quite right. There we go. Happy with that. All right, let's get the special effect I want to do here, which is the lightning bolt that I will have arcing across him. And this is going to be tricky because I want it to look cool. So here we go. Let's try with this yellow. And I'll zoom out a bit here because I want it to be like a full effect. It might not come across here, so I'll change the color of the background actually so you can see it a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and fill this in with E button. Go. Might help that I actually do that in the future, I guess, but we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe yeah, maybe nay. Okay, lightning bolt time. We want like a crackling. Start here. Let's get like a small, just slightly small. Kind of mash it. Oops, if you have the yellow. There we go. I think we'll actually go even thinner. Whoa, okay. Okay. And we'll shrink the brush set again. Tricky getting that idea because I've seen this done before really well and I liked it, but it's tricky to replicate. What I want to do is go behind it, put another one back here, and I'll go like this. it like some forks here. I don't really like how this one turned out, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. We're just gonna give it a little fork here, fork there, fork this guy, fork this guy. Like that. Not crazy about how this turned out, so I'll get a little bit more texture, I think. Raise here. There we go. There he is. There's our sweet baby something. I don't know if it's a boy or girl or what. But it's a real sweetum, isn't it? Soft round brush, and then I'm just going to give it a little tap. Back of this, like that. Maybe a little less, actually. I can always drop it. That, and then we'll just drop transparency to like that. I like it. I like it, chat. I like it a lot, okay. So it is Jolt Bone. My OC. I actually really like how that one I really do like how that one turned out. Yeah, there's Jolt Bone. Thanks for everybody for watching tonight. I'm gonna call it a night. Everybody remember, yeah, I think it really helps. I think I'll try to do more stuff like that soon too. Like with if it's like a fun like fusion of types, I'll try and do some more water, like ground or whatever effects stuff too for it. Because that's the other thing too. Like I said, I think it's more time for me to start evolving this a little bit in terms of okay, well yeah, I appreciate that because like that's what I'm trying to do too. So like with this, I think I'm getting better, but like I still think there's a lot of stuff I could do to improve in terms of style and like even just like artistic technique, like with how I do lineage and stuff like that. Because I don't think it's. I'm hesitant to give myself praise as always, but like I think this is a lot better. I think it's another step forward. So I think the next thing will be is to every time I'll start giving it like a unique pose. I won't just do the pose because actually shit, I almost forgot. So Jolt Bone. Gotta move you over just a smidge. And then we gotta show the combo that we have on the website. So here we go. So I took some liberties, obviously. So like the idea that I added I guess I could have kept some sort of like shorter ears or something like that, but I definitely like the ears I used. And I mean, I technically just put head on body. But I think it looks pretty cool. So what I'll do from now on is I'll try to fix how this works, actually, the overlay. Because I'm not happy with how that works right now. So I'll try to fix that. But I guess what I could do is just go back to the other version and just have it be an overlay in the thing. But I just like having this full screen. So we'll figure something out, chat. But yeah, I want to try doing like definitive poses for each one that are more so in the line of which one did we do that for? Rinks, I think we did a little bit of extra for that one. Like I changed how the head looks a little bit, but I bisected. There's a little bit I could do there. That one's just what? Oh, I forgot to post these. Shit, I gotta get the combos for these. But yeah, again, I forgot to do the the fucking outline for those. But didn't I not do one where it was like? Oh, I could have would have been great actually with Paramander is to give him like a walking cane so he's like blind. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log off here tonight. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Again, thank you, Son Hippie, for hanging out. Thank you, Michael the Cat, for coming and hanging out. Thank you again to Truong Stuff for following. Thank you to Scuba is Stepdaddy for stopping by as well. And Cholesterol. I always get that wrong, but I get the name. I get it. It's funny. Thank you for very much for the subscription. Your Prime is more than welcome here. So I'm gonna call it a night. It was great. This was a great time, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow.